Hey Taurus, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your love reading for February the 15th through to March the 15th. This is for you, Taurus, if you have a Taurus sun, moon, Venus, ascendant or descendant. Happy birthday, Aquarius, if you're watching, any Aquarians watching, or Pisceans, even if you're watching, happy birthday. Thank you for stopping by. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I think that's all I need to say. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So at the base of the deck, as your overall lesson, we've got the Six of Cups in reverse. So you could be learning this month about kind of detaching yourself from the past and not allowing your past to have any sort of detrimental effect on your present. And that may be your overall lesson for the month, is to kind of not be so caught up in your emotions about the past. Or it could also mean that someone is coming back. Someone is returning. We do have the Seven of Swords to clarify that, and the Page of Cups. So it could be that someone is sneaking back, like someone that you maybe don't expect is coming back to offer an apology from the past. That could also be happening as well. Maybe the King of Wands has swallowed his pride. That might be why he's in the reverse. So it could be a fire sign that you're dealing with. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So presently we've got the King of Cups, which is clarified by the Death card in reverse for how your partner feels about you. So they are obviously very emotionally connected to you. So this actually looks like a Scorpio to me. This Scorpio is I feel very much in love with you. So it could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with, in fact. Maybe they've got a strong fire in their chart also. However, Mars did used to rule Scorpio once upon a time, originally in astrology. So yeah, we could definitely be talking about a Scorpio individual here. And they seem to be very much in love with you. They might not be that expressive with their emotions. They could even be slightly manipulative when it comes to their emotions. They like to be in control, I feel. If there was an ending that was imminent, or if there was you felt there was going to be a change, I feel that there's not going to be a change. With the Death card in reverse, it will tell me that nothing's going to change. Things will stay as they are. There'll be no endings. It can also talk about, it depends how it's dignified, but it could talk about a premature ending, or not allowing transformation to happen. So those two still need to be considered, possibly, that the Death card could mean that there is a transformation that this Scorpio may not be willing to go through. Or maybe they are going through that at the moment, where they are transitioning or going through some sort of transitional period. And this could be really around them actually falling for you, actually expressing their feelings towards you, or just developing feelings. This could be someone coming back as well, with the Death card in reverse and this horse traveling backwards. Could be that this person's coming back. This person's very stable in their emotions, though, they're very much in control of their emotions, and that's something to think about as well. They may know what to say and how to say it in order to get the right emotional response from you to get whatever it is that they want. So it's worth always paying attention to the King of Cups. So then we've got the Knight of Wands for how you currently feel. So you're currently not really feeling that committal yourself. Maybe you're kind of on the move at the moment, Taurus. You're not feeling, you're more into exploring your own interests maybe at the moment. You could be enjoying the attention that you're getting from others at the moment. You may feel like being single. The Knight of Wands usually is someone who comes in and out quite fast. Usually the bachelor, very much steered by, their brains usually left in their pants kind of thing, energy. So that's kind of what you're embodying at the moment. And you're not allowing Like no one can steer you off. It's like you have a vision maybe for yourself and you're kind of darting towards that, no matter what someone else may say. And then you could also just be very, very sexually attracted to this person. Scorpios are very, very attractive. And they definitely have that kind of sensual, kind of smoldering energy about them that can be quite magnetic. So you could be quite drawn to this person. And you could feel like rushing ahead with this person as well and not be thinking too much about the consequences. Yeah, you could move very fast into this situation with this person because the sex is that good maybe, or you have a very strong sexual attraction to this person and there has been a history here with them. So in the near past, we have the Five of Cups in reverse for how your partner feels. Sorry, one moment. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Technical difficulty. But yeah, the Five of Cups clarified by the Ace of Swords in reverse for how your partner felt in the past. So in the past, they may have been letting go of any feelings of loss that they had. They may have been going through a kind of healing period and really starting to come out of their shell. So this person may have recently had a disappointment. Again, it's another Scorpio card, I think, here with the Five of Cups. This person could have felt that they had let go of something. They could have left something behind recently, something that they quite cared about. So this could be, changing friends, moving, anything. It could be leaving a work situation and having to find new work, or it could be leaving behind more of a bachelor kind of lifestyle and then committing to a relationship, but feeling like in some way that a part of their themselves, maybe identity, has been lost, or something's been lost when it comes to love and their feelings. So but they definitely are over it. If they were upset, it was like, okay, I'm over this now anyway, so it's cool, I can move forward. And they got the Eight of Swords. They're opening up. So if they've been quiet for a little while, they're now, or in the near past, they've now started talking to you and they found a way to get to you, whereas before they could have been talking themselves out of getting with you. If you had broken up before, this is kind of an on and off relationship, as there is a past situation here. If this person if you guys hadn't been speaking for a little bit, like now they definitely have figured out a way to get back in touch with you, whereas before they may have been even talking themselves out of it. Sorry guys. But yeah, they're definitely talking themselves into it now. Be careful though with the King of Cups and all of this going on. I hope it's not a rebound energy where there's a transformation that should happen, but they're not allowing the transformation. Instead, they're going back to what they know. It's just something that you might need to be aware of. The King of Cups is a lovely, lovely character and will definitely make you feel good. But if they're in any way damaged or got a dark streak in them, or yeah, they can sometimes be manipulative, but it's for them to feel secure. It's just their way, just in the same way that air signs can be manipulative with their words and things like that, and maybe an earth sign could be manipulative in terms of how much they have to give. I don't know. And the fire sign might be manipulative, I don't know, in other ways. But yeah, everyone's got their thing. So yeah, forgive me if I sound too harsh, but I do think that it is always worth paying attention to the King of Cups when he turns up. If he's not dignified by lots of really positive things, then you have to kind of think, well, there is a chance that if he's coming out of this pain, although he's in the upright. So He may be, you know, really coming to you very honestly, trying to be honest, but really behind it all, there's a transformation, there's a death that he's experienced or she's experienced, that she or he is letting go of, but it could still be lingering. So, but it looks like you're like, yes, let's do this. I think you're happy to go back. In the near past, you could have been wishing for this person. We have the Star card in your near past position. So you could have really been wishing for this person to come back into your life. You know, and that's why you're like, yeah, you've come back and that's exactly what I ordered. So yeah, I'll take that, you know. So yeah, it's cool. But again, this is not a Cups energy, and we do have this in reverse, and we do have this to clarify. Okay, so we have to recognize that there is a warning here. There is something happening that maybe you're not aware of, that you don't know. There is something covert happening, you know. It could be that this person is kind of like to say sorry, but the Seven of Swords always says that someone could be trying to get away with something. And that's something that you may need to pay attention to. So, yeah. So your partner's motivations is the Hanged Man, clarified by the Hermit card and the Tower in reverse. These cards came out, so I took them all. So yeah, your partner is definitely coming out of their shell a little bit. Definitely, they're definitely like within themselves. They're ready to kind of put themselves out there. They may have had, like I said, this very kind of seemingly dramatic end to some sort of situation that they were in, whether that be with you or somebody else or to do with work or whatever. But they have they recognize that it's not really the end of the world. The tower hasn't actually crumbled at all. It's still there. It was just a little blip in the road. It was this kind of a small ending, not a kind of massive ending. In fact, everything kind of maybe turned out okay. And this person with the Hermit card in reverse now maybe feels like they're now ready to kind of come out of their head a bit. Maybe they've been in their head a lot, especially with the Eight of Swords. They may have been in their head. And they're now no longer wanting to kind of stay in there. They want to kind of get out, and that might be why they're coming to you. So it could have been quite a difficult time for them, or definitely a heavy mental time for them, especially with the Hanged Man as well. They may have gained a new perspective as well, with this being in their motivation or hidden subconscious sector. They could have kind of reached a new perspective. They could also have eaten a bit of humble pie as well with the Hanged Man there. They could have recognized that they're not the that everything maybe doesn't revolve around them a little bit. They may feel that it's not just about them, it's about what they give as well, you know. We've then got the Magician card for your subconscious. So you're feeling very empowered. I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel like you're up for this. I don't think you're worried too much about, oh, I think I might be in love and all that. I don't really get that. Yes, there could be some sentiment that's carried over, but I don't see you kind of getting really gushy about this. You could feel very independent, and it could be kind of a thing for like old time's sake kind of going on here as well. But you definitely feel very empowered and feel like the ball's really in your court. You know, whatever you want to happen will happen. You could even feel that there's a potential for a full relationship here. And again, you would feel empowered to do that. So in no way are you pressed. It's like you're kind of like, well, you know, I'll take it if it comes and I'll make the most of it. You could also feel quite empowered for the fact that, you know, you wished and really asked for this to come into your life, and now it has, and it's really giving you that confidence to maybe feel like, yeah, this is destined, and like I really want this, you know. Their intentions is the Ten of Wands in reverse. They want to release some burdens, clarified by the by the Chariot card and the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is in reverse. So yeah, they intend to put down their burdens. They intend to, you know, maybe this person is taking a holiday with the Four of Swords here and the Ten of Wands. And then we've got the Chariot card. This person could be traveling, possibly to come and see you, or maybe they want to take a holiday with you. But they are looking for things to move forward. They may want things to move forward in a pretty quick pace. Again, if there's been no talking, they're talking now to you with the Four of Swords in reverse, and they intend to move things forward and start conversations with you. They maybe want to release a great burden. I mean, if this is a Scorpio, as we know, you need to watch the Peace Dealers video on what was it? What a Scorpio would never ever say or never ever do. It's just hilarious. I've watched them all, but yeah, my cousin, a close cousin of mine, is a Scorpio, so we were joking about it the other day, and yeah, you have to watch it, but it's by the Peace Dealer. He's on YouTube. He's really good. And yeah, this could be frustration. Okay, so this could be wanting to release frustration as well. This person's intentions could be doing that, and they are coming for you. Like, they're coming for you. You know, they're traveling to see you. Nothing's going to get in the way. You know, they're coming out of their shell. They're coming out of this period maybe of not having or doing much in that department. And possibly healing as well. They had a kind of this period of time of kind of being in their head, thinking about things, maybe getting over some sort of loss. And they're now in a position where I think they want to move forward with you, albeit I do think that their intention is to release this Ten of Wands burden, which can sometimes be related to frustration. So if it is frustration, and we know that could also be sexual frustration, that could be what this is as well. And I just think it's worth mentioning, because if it is a Scorpio, because I just watched that video, it could be that. Or you know, this person could just be looking to lay down burdens and start talking again, and to move the relationship forward again if there was something significant in the past and you have been wishing for this. You know, this maybe this person doesn't want this to end. You know, maybe this person is really genuine and they don't want this to end. They want things to move forward, and they really do care about you and love you. However, I think you are being asked here with the Six of Cups in reverse to make decisions that are not just based on the memories that you have. It has to make sense. Like, the person has to make you happy. This person has to fulfill whatever needs you feel you want to be filled. And I think that's why the Six of Cups is there in reverse, just to remind you that things might have been good then, but they might not be that way now. And on top of that, you may have changed. They may have changed. You need to know what it is that you want. So, yeah, I'll continue. So we've got the Sun card in reverse for your intention. So your intentions maybe not be to open up to this person and to kind of expand in this this connection with the Sun card in reverse. So you may be not wanting to really kind of go out and just act without thinking, because the Sun card to me really connects to the child energy, that innocent, explorative, curious, you know, wanderlust kind of a perspective, which is beautiful, and we need that. But in certain situations, it might not always be beneficial. And I think for you right now, you feel that you don't want to just kind of fall into love again. You know, you want some more information first. Like, you want to talk to this person, you want to know, yeah, you are rushing in here. You may really want to do what you want to do here with your wand or with their wand. But it looks like really your intentions, I mean, this may have already happened. Maybe you've already kind of done the dirty and whatever, around Valentine's Day maybe, but you don't really want to rush it, and you do really want to kind of have this person show you more of what there is. You still think that things are unclear, you want to see more, and also yourself, you're not putting yourself fully into it either. You're you know, you're not innocent. But like, this is like, you're not innocent about it. The Sun card talks about innocence. The Six of Cups talks about innocence. That child energy is like, it's like, no, we're real grown-ups here. This is grown-up business, maybe. Okay, we'll come back to that Sun card. I think there's more there for me to talk about, but I don't know what it is yet. So we've got the Page of Swords in reverse for how your partner will be feeling, clarified by the Justice card. So it could be a Libra that you're dealing with, a Leo. We've got fire sign here as well. And then we've got Sagittarius, we've got Virgo, Pisces. It's all over. But I do feel like this person's probably a Scorpio because of all the fire and the water and the Death card. But and then the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups. But yes, this person does want things to be fair. Now, if this person feels like they've been wronged, they're going to tell you. If they feel like this is unfair, you know, this person could be really blunt and tactless. And because it's the Page of Swords, it's an immature message. You know, the Page of Swords at best is someone who's just very inquisitive and got a lot of questions, and at worst could be a gossiper, a liar, a troublemaker, just trouble, and maybe even spoiled. This person may feel like, and this person could be a bit of a spoiled brat in a way as well. You may need to think about that. And they may see things as being unjust in some way in the future, but really they're spoiled. They could be trying to bring balance into their life. You know, if they feel like they were wronged in the past by you or by somebody else, they could be trying to bring in balance into their life. Bring justice into their life or into the situation, or you know, they want to feel justice, and this could be them just feeling wronged, but they may not actually be wronged. They may just feel it. This person could also be coming to you with a decision as well. And it may not be what you want to hear, but it will be the Justice card upright. It will be a fair decision. This person probably would have thought it through, and in fact, it may be the best thing for you and maybe for them. So again, there's like a warning here. Don't have too much feelings. Things are not what they seem. We don't have the Moon card here though, but yeah, things are not what they seem with the Seven of Swords. This person could be saying one thing but doing something else. So it's something to think about. We've then got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse for the near future for you. You don't seem to really be investing a whole lot into the relationship or planning any sort of long future for this. You maybe don't feel the loyalty anymore. There's no stability possibly in the relationship, especially with the Page of Swords and even the Justice card. It's still this energy of weighing up the options, you know, decisions. It doesn't really speak to me about stability, really. So that's what could be happening here as well. This person maybe isn't able to offer you something stable, that they could still be trying to find in their own inner adjustments themselves, even though they're coming out as this very stable King of Cups. They could actually be very much like the Page of Swords and have a lot of doubt still about things. And this could cause them to say some really silly things to you, and to be, like I said, not very tactful. But they could be out of balance, and they're trying to find their balance, and they will do. It's in the upright, so maybe it's any amount of time. And you know, you could see potential here. You know, once upon a time, you could have seen something here with this person, and you may still see something there, but I think it may take time. But not right now, but in the near future, probably towards the middle of March, it will become apparent that this person isn't someone that maybe you want to have a stable or have any sort of long-term relationship with. You may not see a future with them, but there may have been a great past though, you know. So we've got the Strength card to clarify this, which again talks about you resisting maybe this person, and not acting in a knee-jerk way. So maybe before, and you may have just like rushed back to this person and you know, just got back with them because that's maybe what you always do, possibly, or there's been a long history, so it just feels natural to kind of fall back into things. But you seem to be wanting to think before you act here. You seem to be wanting to consult your higher self. You want to really know if this is the right thing to do before you do it. So yeah, you are holding back where necessarily, and you're not just acting out of impulse. You've then got the Fool card in reverse. So it looks like you are looking for a new start here, but maybe it's not coming through just yet. Or maybe you don't really want to start anew. We've got the Emperor card in reverse as well, which talks about control. So you could be kind of releasing control on the situation. And really, you know, usually maybe you would have like made it go a certain way, or not being able, like maybe felt uncomfortable with this person as you never knew what to expect. And so therefore maybe you called more, or you tried to kind of exercise some sort of control, you know, where, you know, the person calls all the time or texts all the time, or constantly wants to be around that person, or, you know, or whatever it is that you did to try and make the relationship go in the way you wanted it to go. It's like you're releasing that. You're just saying, look, you know, I want to just let it all go. I don't want to leave, you know. I don't really want to leave with the Fool card here. I know there's not maybe a long-term thing here, but you're not really putting your eggs into all your eggs into one basket. You're accepting that the offer that's being made is kind of being made with a pinch of salt. You kind of see that it's maybe not fully, you know, sincere, I guess. Although I think it's sincere, but it's not. You know, this person may be on a rebound, or it's not really ready for something long term. And you're like, okay, well, I like you, you like me. Let's just kind of see how it goes. Let's just not invest anything into this. Let's not put too much work into this, because I can see that I'm not really going to get anything out of it. So I'm not even going to take the risk here with the Fool card. I'm not going to put any effort in with the Emperor card, or have any expectations or commit. I'm going to just control my own natural reactions and move forward. And your natural jerk reactions would be definitely the Six of Cups, like your just emotions driving you forward when there's no real explanation as to why you should be doing that. And it may actually not be good for you. So you seem to have your head screwed on this month, Taurus, which is good. We've got the Destiny card here. Spirit wanted you to get that message. That's just a message from Spirit. Then we've got a communication being an obstacle in the relationship. So that communication could be about lies, or just omitting the truth, or someone maybe not even being clear about their own feelings as they're going through this kind of transitional time. Okay, so what brings Taurus and this love interest together? We've got the young female, we've got the soulmate card, we've got the money card, the mature man, and the twin flame card. At the base of the deck, we've got wallflower. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have the wallflower at the base of the deck. So maybe that you need to get out more. You need to kind of maybe get out of a rut, possibly. This may be speaking to more singles as well. I've noticed that this second layer seems to speak more to the single person sometimes. So it could be that you need to get out more and try new things. And that could be what this is. And, you know, Taurians are a fixed energy and so are Scorpios. So you would naturally kind of go back to what you know and do what you've always done. Because when you figure out that something works, like, why fix it? It kind of makes sense. But yeah, it may be that you need to get out more because you are a beauty queen. And I believe it looks like, for me, it's always like a youthful person. So I just feel like saying youth is on your side, or you're still young, or and if you're feeling like, oh, I'm not young anymore, or too old, or whatever, it's like, no, you're being told here that you're very beautiful, and in fact, you're the youth is still on your side. So don't feel like, oh well, because like some people just feel like, oh well, I put so much into this that I should continue to put into it, but or I've given so much of my time here. I don't want it to be a waste. You know, don't feel that way. You haven't wasted your years on anything or anyone or anything like that. Just keep it moving. Just one foot in front of the other. Eventually you'll get somewhere. So just keep the faith. So we've got Destiny card here, which Spirit wants to let you know that this is destiny. And that possibly by you making the right choices now could actually really put you on the path to your destiny. Communication is an issue. It is the obstacle here. So you may need to learn, again with the wallflower card here, maybe you need to learn how to communicate better with your love interests or while you're dating. Communication could be an issue. Or maybe you're just not, you don't like to talk a lot. I remember once I was dating a Taurus and like, no, we didn't text that often. It was like all face to face kind of thing. So maybe that's what that could be a thing as well. Like maybe you're not really big on the whole communication thing when it comes to meeting new people. Sorry, a moment. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, communication could really help you. Well, it may be the only obstacle in you moving forward with your love endeavors. But there could also be communication issues between you and your partner currently. Like I said, this person may not be saying everything, and communication may be difficult if this person has been represented by the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and even the Page of Swords. So this person could maybe either be really good with their words and be manipulative, or just lie, or maybe be lying to you about things. And I only say that because of the 7 of Swords, really. Okay, so what brings you together is the young female. Again, passion, sex. I feel she's in a very kind of suggestive pose, you know, or not suggestive, but inviting, you know, kind of pose. So I think it's the sex that really brings you guys together. Okay, so you're learning about soulmates and what soulmates really are. They are learning about money, about what's valuable to them and what's not, seeing the value in something. So they could be coming back recognizing that actually, you know what, I left this person, or it didn't work out with this person, I never really tried to make it work, but this person's actually really valuable. You know, so they do, I think, recognize the value in you, and they are starting to recognize generally the value in things and people in their lives, I think. And you're learning about soulmates. You're learning about, you know, that soulmates that are lovely, you know, and we can always hold, you know, lovely memories with them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to, you know, be with us on our whole path. They could just be here for a season. You could be learning about that. You see them as the mature man, and they see you as a twin flame. They really do feel like you guys do have an actual connection, so that you both feel that connection. You both hold those memories dear. You know, and maybe at one point you were really happy together and you were each other's kind of dream come true in a sense. But that was then. And I feel like they see you as someone who's come into their life for a reason. And it's someone that they do have kind of maybe a spiritual contract with, that helps them to become a better person, because maybe you kind of hold a mirror to them, or you make things make sense in some way, and you see them as a mature man. So someone who's reliable, someone who's maturing. So you may like that, and you may see that in this person. Go ahead and pull 3 cards now from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for you. Okay, we've got co-create here at the base of the deck. For me, this could mean that you need to marry both of your emotions and your wisdom together, as we can see the owl and the cheetah here, you know, and the egg there in the corner. But ultimately, it is saying here that it does require teamwork to make the dream work. Fair enough. But also, you know, if you aren't part of a team, then it would be suggesting, or aren't part of a couple, then this would be suggesting that you have to kind of, in order to kind of create a new destiny for yourself, or to create a new reality for yourself, you will have to not just follow your desires, but also put thought into it and really visualize to co-create. That is a co-creation within yourself of both your feminine and masculine aspects. That's a whole different conversation. But yeah, for those of you that know, you know. And yeah, it is about kind of getting your head and your heart on the same page to really create what it is that you envision for yourself. With this co-create card as well, it could also be suggesting that you know, you maybe have both created this situation together. That, like I said, this could be a karmic situation. We do have soulmate, twin flame, and the 6 of Cups. It could be that, you know, this is a real soulmate connection. Maybe there was a contract, you know, agreed upon before you guys even were incarnated into this existence. So that could also be the case. But lastly, it could also mean that if someone else is not pulling their weight, nothing can happen. You both need to be on the same page for it to work. Not one person can push the relationship forward. It is a co-creation. So we do have time for a nap and Treasure Island. So it's also a number 9 as well, which talks about endings. It also represents death as well, the number 9 card, or number 9 itself. But I do think it is saying here for time for a nap that you do maybe need to take it easy. Don't overthink this situation. Fall back. You don't have to do anything. I think you've already decided that anyway, to fall back and let this person prove themselves. If they're serious, then it's going to work out, or if they're going to make that effort. If not, then not. Then we got the Treasure Island card here as well, which so you may be kind of on a journey towards your treasure, which could be whatever that is, you know, whatever that is to you in terms of love and relationships. With the turtle here as well, it does signify wisdom, but also talks about, you know, long journeys, long-term things. Like these turtles live, I think, until they're 150 approximately, maybe even possibly 200 years old. They can become really old. I'm probably wrong about that exact time, but I know they live over 100, and I think I've seen one that was 150. So yeah, this does talk about long-term goals and something long-term maybe possibly coming to an end. That you may have found the treasure that was to be found in this relationship. Maybe that's been found and it's time to take a nap now and stop working on this, maybe. We've got building blocks and yin as well. These two cards talks about being the receiver, stepping into your feminine if you are feminine, if you're masculine, you know, recognizing the feminine qualities in your partner, and kind of looking at the relationship from that standpoint, and also possibly connecting to your own inner femininity if this is about, you know, co-creating. This is about the masculine and the feminine too. So it may be that you need to look at those energies for yourself in order to co-create or to create this new beginning as you build something new for yourself here. So as you build into the new, it is about co-creation. It is about kind of not throwing the baby out with the bathwater with regards to your past and your history. But it's also don't bring the things that make you don't bring the negative stuff into the future. I was going to read Treasure Island. So in the book it says the essential meanings of Treasure Island are: the law of attraction brings dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains and sharing of good fortune. It says your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. It seems that way, and it could be that way. But romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. We do have the twin flame energy here. It is about the lessons for you guys. And then it says, keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. And that's really what I think this is about for you. Okay, so lots and lots of messages came through there. It's very interesting reading. Hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. There's space down below for you to do so. If you want to get in contact with me, send me an email. My contact details are below. Okay, so hope to hear from you soon. Take good care and bye.